4 important things to consider while digitizing letters. Digitizing letters can be tricky sometimes. They might appear easy to digitize and work with, but in fact, they can get you in trouble. In this video, I will discuss the 4 main things to consider when working with letters. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Darcy from Zdigitizing. Before we continue, guys, please make sure to subscribe to this channel for any upcoming videos. Number 1, the text width. Digitizing even becomes challenging when you work with small letters, as you have to pay attention to details, and in order for them to not lose quality, you have to be keen and use your expertise. So if you want them to appear crisp without losing the quality, you should consider paying good attention to the width of the text. Embroidery professionals suggest that the size of your letters should not be smaller than about 1/4 inch, which would be considered the shortest length. Also, you should consider the width and height of letters. Usually the width is the most important factor, but for some letters, height is an important aspect too. Also, keep in mind that you should use a small needle type along with a thin thread. This would be quite helpful for you for small text. The most used needle type is 75/11, which is used for many projects. However, if you want to handle tricky texts, then you can even go for 70/10, and this will enhance your work even more. Number 2, abstain from curvy or small letters. We are talking about fixing letters and digitizing, but how much better would it be if you could just avoid it altogether by using some other typeface? Yes, you heard me right. Try to ignore the text types that are too curvy. If you are using some text on your embroidered items, then try to go for the one that does not have disturbed edges. You can surely find a lot of similar fonts. Avoiding one font does not mean you will not find any other font type related to your embroidery project. But just choosing a better font can result in much better precision and can add to the quality later on. Font types with fancy looks, such as serifs, would make it illegible, hence reducing the quality of your whole project. Being an embroiderer, you should always know when to give up such fonts and add some other simple and standard sized fonts. Number 3, having the right density. Working on embroidery while neglecting the right density would not do you much good, which is why you should always keep track of proper density. As we know, we cannot pressure anything more than is required. This goes the same in embroidery digitizing. You cannot place a lot of stitches in an area where it is not required due to insufficient space. If you are new to embroidery, then it is vital for you to consider the small space between stitches known as density in embroidery. If the amount of density is higher, the stitches would get too close, and this would eventually cause thread breakage and will deteriorate the quality of your design. This also varies from design to design. Controlling the density is always according to the design. However, the key is to follow the right density. This is even more important when we talk about digitizing the letters, as they are difficult to embroider. So keeping the proper density makes them appear crisp and look very nice to the eyes. Number 4, proper underlay. Just like many other things and concepts in embroidery digitizing, underlay has its own value and importance that you cannot just shake off. If you want to embroider technical things, make sure you take care of your underlay properly. Underlay is very important. It is also known as the foundation of your letter. So if you are working on a project that has many letters in it, make sure you follow these things. Try not to use edge walk on the small letters for the underlay. Instead, you can use center walk, as the edge walk has a natural tendency to pop out on the side of the column. Also, sometimes the stitches you use in order to move through letters have the benefit of working as an underlay, so sometimes you do not necessarily have to use underlay. Instead, try to assess the situation first, and you only have to use an underlay when the letters are quite small and you find them with fabric that stretches a lot. Make sure you know these things when you are working on small letters so that you can avoid errors that are likely to arise. Do you need a digitizing service for your embroidery machine with super fast turnaround and excellent quality? Just click the link below and get a free quote in less than 5 minutes. Hope it will be helpful for you guys. If there's any questions related to this video, you can simply ask in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And finally, thanks for watching.